Welcome back to Without Shortcuts. Today we are making pound cake.
So there's many variations. There's a lot of different flavors you can do when you're making pound cake, but for what we're gonna do, we're gonna go with just a very simple vanilla pound cake. Very versatile, can be used in a lot of different applications. You can eat it just straight by itself, or you can use it in a little bit more complex of a production like we're gonna do eventually. Stay tuned to see what we do with it.
So this recipe's only got 6 ingredients. Like Doug said, it's a really simple recipe. The first thing that we're going to start off with is buttering and flouring 2 loaf pans. And then we've got our oven preheated to 325 degrees. So to get this recipe started, we're going to cream together the butter and sugar. And that's just going to sit in the mixer for about 5 minutes until it's nice, light, and fluffy. So our butter and sugar are combined really well together. They're nice, light, and fluffy, a nice pale color. So we're just going to scrape down the sides of the bowl. And then we're just going to beat in our eggs one at a time. Okay, once those are incorporated, the next 2 things that go in are the vanilla and the salt. We'll mix those in, and then the last thing that goes in is the flour. And you want to mix that until it just comes together. We're going to scrape the sides one more time just to make sure we get everything mixed in there. And then we'll be ready to go. Okay, there we go.
Once that's all combined, we'll get our paddle attachment cleaned off. And then it's just a matter of dividing our batter into our 2 loaf pans. Get that evened out in the pan. And then we'll just throw those into our oven. It's 325 and they're gonna cook for about an hour. This is a really dense cake, so it does take a while, plus we're keeping it at a low temperature so that we don't get too much color on it. You want it to be nice and light and still have that good density to it, so it takes a little longer and it's a little lower temperature. But those will be done in about an hour. We'll come back, we'll see exactly what we've got.
Our pound cake is out of the oven. We've given it a chance to cool a little bit, so we're going to go ahead and cut a slice off and give it a taste, see how we did.
Now, so this is a really nice, simple cake, but it's dense. It's got a lot of flavor. It's got a surprising amount of flavor for how simple it is.
Yep.
And just that little bit of crust on the outside. Really nice. Definitely recommend it.
Yeah, I mean, like Doug said, it's super dense. It's got a real good buttery flavor, and it's, you know, it's fantastic on its own. You could also throw a glaze on this. You could put it into like a trifle. There's a lot of different things that you could do with a pound cake like this. It's fantastic.
We're actually going to take the rest of this. We're going to cut it up into some cubes, and we're going to use it with some chocolate fondue. So come back and join us next week for that video. Just to make sure you don't forget to see that video, reach down and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification button so you know when the video is available. While you're doing that, go ahead and like the video. That'd be great. If you have any suggestions, if you have, you know, things you do different, if you try this recipe and it turns out great, or if it turns out poorly, either way, let us know. Reach out on social media. Hit us up on Twitter or Instagram. We'd love to hear from you. And until the next time around, keep skipping the shortcuts, and we'll see you again.
All right, thanks, guys.